time to reflect on what quality of life looks like for y'all, and we're gonna work together. I have stuff for you here so that we're all going to work together to start charting out our own quality of life right here in this room today. So, yeah, with that, let's get started. So first off, we've got to define what is quality of life. Does anyone want to be brave and try to define that for us?
Did you leave the handheld mic up there?
It's right there.
If you want to define quality of life, what would that look like? Relevance? Okay, relevance? Well, shout out the answer. Doing what you want, when you want. What is it?
Fun.
Fun, absolutely. Fun.
Social contact.
Social contact, that's another good one. Anybody else?
Able to work. To be able to work.
To be able to work. Man, y'all are sticking to like the end of the presentation. I love this. Y'all are on it. Yeah, all of those are part of quality of life. But there's an actual objective definition that will help us understand how to be shrewd, how to plan for our own quality of life, right? So the definition of quality of life is the subjective goodness of one's life. The subjective goodness of one's life, which means it's different for each and every one of us, right? It's different, it means differently. Just like y'all were answering different things, our quality of life is different for each one of us. It's really cool. It's how good we personally feel, right, about how life is. It's our sense of satisfaction, meaning, well-being overall. And it's so different because we're talking about a senior ministry here. You have two individuals that have the exact same medical condition. And if you ask them, we could talk to one, and they would say, I have great health. I feel very engaged, loved, and like I'm still working and I'm doing things. And then we could talk to the other, and they could say, I really don't like my life right now. So it is very subjective. We don't want to be like, we want to embrace that.
Church.
Okay, the fact that someone not from Emmanuel yelled that down. Church, we're doing it right now, y'all. We're doing it right now. Y'all show up every week to church, and I see how beautiful you greet a stranger, me who walked in on my first day. So y'all are doing it right. That's right. And then achieving, it's about what we do. It's about how we contribute, even in small, tiny ways. So throw out some more activities. What are some good activities that promote this aspect?
Lunch with friends.
Lunch with friends. Love it. Cheering up friends, making sure that other days are brighter. What else?
Book club.
Book club. Ooh, okay. Do you read books to expand your brains or your hearts, or just to hang out with your friends? Is book club to learn things? Do you read books to learn things, or is it to feel things, or just to hang out with your friends?
Both. I mean, it's
All of them.
everything.
All across the board.
Right. Exactly.
See, y'all are advanced students. So many of the things that y'all are going to be thinking about in just a little while and doing actually hit, 2 or 3 of these categories. But maybe at just different levels, right? For me, I do love going to play golf, but it has nothing to do with community because I go out on my own, right? But I feel like I'm in nature, so that kind of gets the being part of me. And then also I love to just get better at things. So that's like me kind of growing a little bit, challenging myself. All right. So that you can see kind of what it means, the balance of all of this, and why this is so important to our next exercise, or our primary exercise of the day, is that when we are being intentional about our abundant life, it is important not to go on autopilot as we're building our days, but to build them with each of these aspects included. Because if we can compare it to growing a plant, if the plant is our abundant life to the gardeners out there, being, right, those activities is the soil. It nurtures our inner self. Belonging is the water. It connects us and sustains us, right? And achieving is the sunlight. It really gives us that to grow. So we need all 3 of those, so keep that in mind as we go here, as we move on. So we want to now, I'm gonna help you out a little bit and try to paint you a picture of what a perfect day might look like, so that when it's your turn to paint your perfect day, you might be able to figure it out. So does anybody in here have a perfect day that they could tell me from waking up to going to sleep what that day would look like?
Sure. Waking up, doing what I want, feel what I want.
Waking up?
Waking up.
Okay, let's get a little tiny more specific. Okay? Do you drink coffee in the morning? Do you read the paper? Do you read the Bible? What's your morning routine?
Get all of them.
All of them.
If they work, they home.
Okay, and is that routine or after you get routine?
Yes.
Do you feel good after that?
I feel good, yes. I feel
Okay.
good helping people, doing with people, being bothered with people.
Okay,
That's what I
yeah.
do.
I love it. Okay, and after coffee and paper, what's the next thing you do?
It's time to leave me alone.
It's time to raise your hand if you're an introvert. Okay, I feel that.
It's time to leave me alone.
On the exercise we're about to do, I have one block that says 1 full day with no commitments to a single person. Okay, I love that. Amber, I know for a fact that you are an expert at this. Yeah.
I'm not getting the microphone. I think I can talk pretty loud. Yesterday, I looked at my day and things I did, and I took some notes because of, sharing this with you guys. And I think it's pretty much a perfect day. I try to get as much kind of jam-packed of things that fill my own personal buckets and that are meaningful to me. It may not be meaningful to anyone else, but they're meaningful to me. The only thing I could have done yesterday is maybe been stuck on little vacation hours, like at a cabana somewhere yesterday, but I didn't have an opportunity.
This woman lives on a waterway.
Yeah, I do love the water. But yesterday, there's times where I want to sleep in a little bit. To me, getting a little bit of extra sleep in the morning and relaxing, going super slow leading up is meaningful to me. But yesterday I had a lot going on. I wanted to get everything done, not just because it's things I need to do, because I make them in a way where I want to do them and I enjoy doing them. So, I got up, got going, and I read a scripture in bed. My husband, Randy, sends me and our daughter and our children daily scriptures or like a little meaningful thing to listen to. So I did that first thing.
So you make sure that you do read your scripture.
Yeah, get it in there somehow.
It doesn't
Reading or
have to
listening or something like that. Then I got up and walked Lily, my daughter, who's back home from college living with us again. Has a golden retriever. That's her college dog. Guess who gets to participate in that now? That does.
Wait, you're making this sound like it's a decrease in
No.
volume.
But I do love Lily. She's a golden retriever and she's fun to walk with. So that's a good time. And while listening to a podcast or something, I listen to something all day. And then I have a gardening. I'm not a good gardener at all, but I bought a hydroponic herb garden. It's easy. You just put some water in it from time to time. Once a week, do some minerals and stuff. And on the weekends, that's my time to do that. And I love watching them grow, clipping them back, and they're like little plants. So that's a good time. And I always have music. A lot of times it's Taylor Swift on in the house. I had that rocking out yesterday. Randy, while I was on the walk, made coffee and breakfast. So that,
This is all
this is, I'm telling you, it's a perfect day.
Okay, I don't think we have time to go through the
No,
rest of your
it's not bad. So coffee, and then I get to enjoy that, sitting out on the porch and things. I love doing that. I love to research recipes, and I do this every weekend. Research recipes, and then I get on Kroger, and then they deliver them for free. Good time. Doesn't take a lot of work, but it's fun to do. I probably put 3 crock pots on the kitchen counter with pulled pork to make for today. Plan that out.
And y'all, she was so excited. We just talked.
I love to cook. That sometimes for some people that's a chore, but I love to do it. It relaxes me, it calms me down, and so we want that, calm and relaxing. Reading. I read a book for a little bit by the pool because it was a beautiful day, and then I always stop at Marshall's on the way home, so that's not even buying anything. I just like looking at Marshall's. Sometimes I buy stuff. From time to time, he'll get on the bank account and say, "Why do we have all these Marshall's things on there?" And so, there's grandbabies and things. So that was fun. I call and FaceTime the grandbabies every day, and I also call our children every day. They know when I'm in the car because they always get a phone call. We drive all over, and that's how I, use some of my time in the car. I get to call them and just check on them. They're like, "We just talked yesterday. Well, what's today like?" So I want to talk
And I
about
have a
today.
question, Amber. Just because you use the time in the car to call your kids, does that mean that the call means any less?
No, it's actually quieter and better, and I can focus more on
Taking
conversation.
shrewd way
So-
to use your time.
Yeah. And then last night we watched the football game. Texas beat the snot out of St. Houston, and that was fun for me a little bit because Randy is a graduate from St. Houston. It was kind of fun watching him squirt while we grilled.
So what is it all that might not have picked this up? Amber and Randy are to be married.
Oh yeah, that's cool. And spending time with him is a very meaningful engagement. We'll go for a walk in the trees or ride the golf cart around the neighborhood and just see what's different that day than it was the day before and say hi to neighbors. And we end the day with a puzzle, and then I have a relaxing bath every night. And Randy asked me, "Why do you take a bath every single night?" Whether I'm clean or dirty, it's kind of maybe just the ritual of getting ready for the evening. I like the water hot. Sometimes I read in there, sometimes I watch something on the iPad and just kind of relax and just get ready for the next day. So those are the 2 days for me. It's a lot. I could have
every day.
in there.
Your perfect day sounds like something you should accomplish almost every day.
Yeah. Yeah, make it intentional, but I do enjoy all those things. None of them
I
are
love it. Okay, so we are going
Y'all, this is the best part. We are getting to building our abundant life.
Okay, we can hear.
If y'all are guys, we're not. Oh, this is we can't be shrewd without our paperwork.
I like the shirt.
Got any pins over here? Anybody?
Excuse me.
There you are. Amber, right there. You've got 10. Here we go. Right. One right over there. Got it?
Anyone else need a pin? Raise your hands.
Okay, so now everybody has their pen. No, that's fine. We're going to start playing over abundance here. So you should have a sheet that has two sides. The first side looks like this. It has boxes at the bottom that are color-coded, blue, green, and yellow. So if you need reminders of what those categories are, meaning, belonging, achieving, that's there. But y'all are going to turn the page over because the good part is on the back, right? So flip it over so that you have in front of you the part that has a bunch of blank spaces, because that's what we are going to do here together. So when you think about your own life, and we're going to focus on the bottom portion right now. So at the very bottom, should look like this. It's entitled Meaningful Engagement, Things That Bring You Joy, and there's boxes for 48. So what you're going to do right now is we're going to take most of 10 minutes for y'all to start writing down things that are meaningful to you that you enjoy doing. Okay, so start writing them down right now. What feels meaningful to you? Is it coffee on the front porch? Is it reading a good book? Is it play date with a grandchild? Maybe it's church. I hope it's church. Lizzie and Lance are not going to look at your forms to make sure that church is on there, but please put church on there. That's a freebie. That's like a free space. Bingo, free space. Maybe it's a devotional or quiet prayer time. Maybe it's gardening or just sitting in the garden. These things do not have to be big like a vacation. They're the little moments in your life that add up to abundant life. So I'll tell you, I've got a prize for whoever writes down the most when we're ready and done. So start writing. And if you have questions about it, raise your hand and myself or Amber or Barbara will come around and answer questions. These things can bring contentment to you, fulfillment, scratch him. There's days that he scratches me, and that I don't count. But on the days that he does not scratch me, it counts. So cuddling with my cat, walking your dog. Little things like writing thank you notes count.
That's a good one. Thank you.
Yep. My mom enjoys playing solitaire. I enjoy just going for drives. Don't have to be going anywhere, but a drive.
It's a very old school thing. People should do it more.
It's nice. Yeah.
If you're not on the freeway.
So it's not just by accident that we have 48 or so boxes here. It's important that we get as far into that as we can. So push yourself. We'll give you a couple more minutes. And then we're going to share ideas because other people might have ideas that you forgot about, that you forgot you enjoyed. Making jewelry, going to a club. If you're a lay Eucharistic minister, maybe you like to LEM, serving at the church. I think that whoever said that, it's being shrewd, right? We're being shrewd, and we are using the resources at our disposal. I encourage quote unquote cheating. Share amongst the table. See who else has ideas. Do you like to cook? I like shopping for new ingredients. Like just grocery shopping for one new ingredient makes me happy, right? With my regular shopping. Or a new recipe. My vet is in Galveston, so whenever I have to take my cat to the vet, I make sure I spend 5 minutes just sitting on the seawall, looking out at the ocean. All right, maybe about 30 more seconds. Keep on writing, and then we're gonna share. Raise your hand if you've got at least 5 written down. Okay, I can. Okay. That is, give yourself a round of applause. Great. Who's got at least 10 written down? Woo! Fabulous. 15? 20? Woo! Okay. 25? 26? 26? 27 or more? 28 or more? I think y'all are the last ones standing. How many did y'all get rid of? 32. 32. No.
He said 31. We're tasting 31 Baskin Robbins flavors.
So I said y'all were advanced class. Let's do a segue about that, right? Absolutely. I think that's important. You can absolutely have ice cream 31 times, and that does fill up more than your soul. But we do need a little variety, right? Being, belonging, becoming. So, you know, maybe 15 of those flavors and then move along to something else. All right, guys. So I'm going to go table by table. I need every table to give me an example of an activity that the previous table hasn't given me, okay? So we're going to start here at this table in front just because y'all are right here. Somebody shout out an activity that hasn't already been said. Playing bridge. Great. So y'all start writing these down if you enjoy them and you forgot to put it down. Playing bridge. What about this table over here?
Kissing my husband.
Kissing your husband! Okay, no one else should probably write that down. But kissing your husband, I love that. That's so sweet. Okay, so all of y'all have spouses though, or kids. All right, this table over here at the end. Y'all, what's an activity? Yeah, that table, yep. Drinking coffee.
Drinking a second cup of coffee.
Drinking a second cup of coffee. Getting to the second cup. Okay, that's fine. What about that table back there? Oh, you can keep sharing. You're not limited to one per table, so keep sharing if you want.
Out loud?
Yeah, out loud.
I like reading the comics.
Reading the comics. That's a good one. That's a good one. That table back there in the back.
Painting.
Painting.
Painting my calaveritas, because I paint my calaveritas.
Oh, no. Calaveritas?
The Mexican, we paint, you know, by the Dia de Todos Santos,
Oh, yeah.
we paint calaveritas. And
Oh.
I enjoy doing that.
Very nice.
Next time I'll bring you an example.
Painting. Excellent. Okay, painting. Write it down if you don't have it and that's something you enjoy. This table back here. Laughing. That is a great one. Laughing.
You said things that bring me joy, a clean house. But I don't have to do it, but if it was clean, I would really.
Okay. So you didn't enjoy the activity of cleaning the house, but you enjoy the activity of being in a clean house. Gotcha. So maybe once a month you hire a cleaner so that on that day you're like, I'm gonna be at home all day. All right, this table back here.
Watching grandkids play soccer.
Watching grandkids play soccer, or one of their sports, or doing their thing. Love it. All right, back here. Playing mahjong. That's a good one. Back table in the back corner. Dancing. Oh, with gusto. Do you teach a dancing class? It seems like maybe.
We will now.
Emmanuel Episcopal introduces dancing. I'm there. All right, table of guys. Gentlemen, right up here. Tennis, playing tennis. That's a good one. And since there's only 4 of you, I'm going to make you each tell me one.
I still work. I don't want to do nothing.
You don't want to, so doing nothing.
It's just activities, not we're working 5 o'clock in the morning to 1:30, 5 days a week.
So rest for you with no responsibility. Yep, making sure you have time with no responsibility. I get that. Work out at the gym. That's a good one.
Getting my daily soda fountain drink at the corner store.
Daily soda fountain drink before.
So at the corner store.
Oh, at the corner store. Oh, so you walk. So that's nice. That's social. You walk down to the store. You get a little sunshine. Get the soda drink. All right, and then okay, this corner table.
Happy hour.
That's a good one. So y'all should have added like maybe 5 more activities, 2 or 3 more activities just in that time. So this is your plan, y'all. This is how you are going to be intentional with building your quality of life. Believe it or not, start talking to your friends. You will find that you're going to start adding to this list. Your goal, right? So we have a goal here. Our goal is to get up to 50 of those activities. And they can be little ones, and I promise you, as you start thinking about them, more and more will pop up. They can be little ones, right? They will pop up, but this is the intentionality, this is the bold part of it, right? Being like the manager, you're actually getting up and doing something. this doesn't happen. Your abundance of life doesn't just happen. We have to be intentional. So your homework is to get to that 50, but now let's look what we do next, okay? So we talked about 31 flavors over there of ice cream. That's actually such a good example. Dr. Merkels, who maybe y'all will see as a speaker in the future, he was trying to wrap his head around quality of life, because we actually, like, to build a high quality of life, we have to have both variety and frequency of these meaningful engagements, okay? Variety and frequency. Just having one or two doesn't get us the abundant life that Jesus has promised. So we know here at the ministry, like in your senior ministry, we know that a fabulous quality of life, an abundant life, starts at a variety number of 20 different things, and we're doing them at a frequency of, we're having about a week, more than 40 times, we're bringing joy into our lives, right? Simply, it means we're doing at least 20 different types of activities each week, and we're doing a total of about 40 of them. That is that 20-40. That means that if you like all flavors of ice cream, right, that can count 31 times towards your 40, but it's only one of your 20. Different flavors don't count as the variety that you need, right? So you want variety in your life. So I pray every single day, but that's 7 in my week, right? That's 7 total of my 40. But I need a little more variety than that, right? So it still only counts as like one different thing. I want to add in some Bible study. I want to add in time with my friends. I want to add in some quiet time. So the mix of this is what keeps us balanced and full. So write down on your calendars 20 different things 40 times a week. If you want to shorthand it and say 20, 40. And that's where abundant life really starts. And we're going to look at this in real practical terms. Can you all see the screen behind me?
Can you repeat what you said? I'm sorry.
Yes, 20 different, you want to write down 20 different, as a note to yourself. If you write 2040, like is on the screen behind me, that's telling you that you need to have a variety of 20 different things you enjoy every single week. And you want to be doing them pretty frequently, right? 40, that's, somebody do the math for me. How many each day? 6 things each day? 5 things some days, 7 things others. For me, let's count them, easy. I wake up, I cuddle with my cat, 1. I read some scripture, 2. I have a job that I enjoy at some point of each day, so that's 3 for me. In the evening, I usually cook, which is really enjoying. That's enjoying for me. That's 4 for me, right? I catch up on some TV because that's laughing is one of my things, so that's 5 for me. Usually I take a hot shower, which is calming for me. I have like one of those shower that you put the scent things in, and like eucalyptus, it just feels good. Like do a little body scrub. So that's like 6 for me. And that's just like a ho-hum day, right? So that's already 6. That gets me to my 6 times 7, anybody? Right? So it's pretty simple. We just have to do it. We cannot lean on our routine. So can y'all see the screen behind me? Ish? Okay. On one side, you have a box with lots of different colors, and all of those colored boxes represent activities, meaningful engagements, and there's a lot of them. And then on the other side, you have a box that doesn't have very many colored in. That's not a lot of meaningful engagements. Which one of these do y'all want to be? Which one represents an abundant life? My right, y'all's left. Absolutely. This is what we want. We want to fill our calendars up. So y'all started to fill up the bottom section on your calendar. That's where you fill the top up, right? You start planning for your days, planning out, what am I going to do that brings me joy this week? Now, there's a lot of reasons why your calendars might not be full, right? It's not just because you don't want to live abundantly. We all want to live abundantly. That's why we're here. So there's a lot of different reasons. As we get older, it could be that there's health or energy limitations, right? Sometimes the aches or fatigues of just everyday life get in the way. Sometimes it's transportation. You just don't want to drive at night. It's too much of a hassle. You can't drive. That's hard. Loss of routine connections. As you retire, you lose touch with coworkers. Perhaps your groups kind of start disappearing. You feel like a little bit of a burden. You don't want to reach out sometimes to see if people want to get together because you just don't want to bother somebody that sounds like they're busy, right? There's also kind of the daily busyness, like our appointments, the routines that we get into. So there's a lot of different reasons why our lives don't look abundant. But I have good news for you, is that you now have a senior ministry, the Right Care Emmanuel Senior Ministry, that can help with some of these things. Randy last week talked a little bit about some of them, your health condition, safety, loss of independence. Your church doesn't want a single church member to not have an abundant life because these challenges that come with aging get in the way. So now we have a ministry designed exactly to address all of those, so that when you have a full calendar, and I'm coming back next week, I wonder who's going to show me a full calendar or tell me how full their calendar is, so that once you start planning your days, the aches and pains of getting older, just the natural stuff, they don't get in your way, okay? So you should be very proud that you have a ministry now. All it takes is to be bold. It takes to be honest, right? Like just takes a little honesty, and it takes a little motivation to secure your abundant life. So we have a ministry now. If you think your life is not abundant for any of those reasons, because you don't quite feel safe navigating through your own home, or if you have a medical condition that's been hard to manage, or you feel like you're dictated by all of your doctor's appointments, you have a ministry now. All it takes is a call to Lance, Lizzie. They will get you in touch with one of your care advocates, and we are here to help. So by round of applause, who is going to make their lives abundant from now on? Fabulous. Y'all, I hope that this has been helpful in guiding you to a path of abundant life. If you have questions, please reach out to me. You can get me through Lizzie or Lance. I'm happy to share my cell phone. Thank you again. Come back next week, because I believe next week, are we covering safety? Next week. So we've got flyers up here if you want to know about the Lunch and Learn next week. We're covering safety. And then I'm going to run off. But thanks, guys. Really appreciate your time here.
Y'all are welcome to continue to spend time together and talk about your quality of life.
Finish your
planning.
lists.
Finish it, chat about it. Some of the lights will come off for how we like the Spanish service, so don't worry about that. You're welcome to sing and hang out and chat. If you're in the Spanish service, we're getting started.
Perfect. You